And this Ozark Trail 15-person split plan instant tent, and the footprint of it says it's 25 by 10. I believe it comes in like a gray and red, but we got the teal version of the tent. And just gonna show you guys first of all, the bag comes with wheels, so you can pull it. It's pretty heavy. And then this is the overall look of the tent. It's really big. Let me back up some, go up my stairs. So there's it. You see it's got an E-port on the end, and then this awning that also is the front door, and then it has another E-port down there on the other end. So it actually has two ways to run your power into your tent. And I want to show you it actually has a air conditioner vent on each end as well. So if you want to open it up for to put an air conditioner unit in there, or if you just want to maybe open it up to vent the ground or whatever, I don't know, but there is one at each end, so you could actually put two air conditioners in it if you wanted to. We did have a rainstorm yesterday. It rained pretty good, and it got pretty windy, and it held up well. There were a couple of little places where we had some water, but we haven't sprayed any of the tent with seam sealer of any kind. So but anyway, I wanted to talk to you about, first of all, I'm going to start with things. You can see the wind's kind of blowing right now and nothing's going anywhere. But this my least favorite thing about the tent, I guess my one hang up, is this door. I'm just not crazy about it. You see, first of all, it has these poles that you run through the awning right here that makes it kind of taut and everything, and so you can hang, you see the loop, the light loop right there, that you can hang a light from or whatever when it's up. So it's pretty tight and sturdy, but then when you hang it up, it really just, you run through the pole through the loop there with this hook, and then it just like is standing on the ground, and we put a guy line on each side to hold it. But then when it rains, or you want to take it down or go inside for the night, you can't just let the awning down and close it. You have to actually take the poles out of the awning to close it. Another thing that I'm not really crazy about is this the fly mesh. I am like 5'2", and to reach the top where the door is up here, which I still can't reach it from the outside of the tent because the tent is slanted away from me. I have to actually step into the bottom of the tent to reach up here. So even if we don't want to use it as an awning, even if we want to roll it up, you can roll it up. There are toggles for that. You can roll up the outside awning, or you can roll up this fly, the fly mesh or whatever this is called. You can roll it up too. And I think that's actually the one thing about this tent that I just really don't like, and I don't think it's necessarily like a flaw. I think it's just my personal preference because I am short, so rolling it up is just an act of Congress to get it up here, and then when I get it up here I can barely reach it. And so the other night it was raining pretty hard, and I was trying to get everything unrolled and down, and when I came back out after the rain to go inside, I just got wet trying to get trying to get through the awning, and trying to then the awning splashed water down all the way down the bug fly, and I mean the bug netting, and then it got me wet trying to go in. So I really wish that they had put some sort of like a down the middle kind of zipper on this. It does zip, if you'll show them, it does zip all the way around, so it goes all the way around the tent like that, so there's no, you won't get bugs or any kind of critters in your tent at night or anything. And then this, when the awning lets down, you see it zips down the side here, and there are also Velcro tabs that fasten additionally. And so I'll show you more about that on the other side. And there's not a zipper on the bottom, so actually the awning or the door, when it comes down, there's not a zipper or anything on the bottom, which I don't think would necessarily be a problem because there is a zipper on the netting. So anyway, this is kind of like the middle room, or I guess, we've had it up in the yard for a couple days, just testing it out and stuff. We haven't actually been anywhere in it yet, but as you see, it's big enough for like a table. Our dog kennel will fit in here and stuff, and then there's storage pockets on both sides of the door there. There's storage pockets. This back door is exactly the same as the front, except for it doesn't have the poles that run through the awning to hold it tight. But if you had ground poles, you could have an awning on each side if you wanted, I guess, but it only comes with enough for one. So we've just been rolling up the door and leaving it mesh during the day, but then primarily using this this front door here. Also, there are things to hang lights on everywhere. You can see like here, and then there's some over there. There's one up in the middle here, and there you can run or hang things just about everywhere. And there's some more pockets on that side right there. Right there. But I want to take you over here and show you the door. The cool thing about these doors is that you can actually you undo them and they zip all the way around. It has the toggles that hold them out of the way. But also, if you'll go inside and show us how you can unzip the screen too. Okay. So it has a screen on the top of it as well, so you can have complete and total privacy. Or you can just let down the screen. And all of these windows, they don't have toggles at the bottom of them. They just kind of fold into themselves. And the outside windows do that as well. The zippers on this tent are fine. We only use one hand, and that seems to do the job. Excuse me. You see, we have in that room, the windows are the same, and it has the toggle at the top for to like secure it additionally, I guess. You see the hangers on the top. You can hang something right there in the middle on the top. There it is, yeah. And so there are little storage. Will you let me in here? Ooh, excuse me. So there are some little storage pockets in this room as well. And you see the storage there and there. Hey, buddy. And we have all these windows let down just to show you. But then there's the air conditioner vent that I was talking about. So if you put a window unit in this side, you would have that's where the air conditioner vent would be. You'd probably need like a little stool to put it on or something. But but we had a little bit of rain. I was going to tell you about the rain. We had a little bit of rain last night, and it did really well. We did have leaking in two places, and it was right along this seam of where the wall and the tent are sewn together, and it was just a few drops. But again, we haven't sprayed it in any way. So, and then I wanted to show you this room, which is the same size as the one on the end. They're exactly the same. And this is actually a 22-inch high air mattress, and it is it takes up the whole room. The mattress fits long way, like I have it here, so that nobody has to sleep right up against the tent, or you can actually turn it the other way too. And there's room for the mattress and my little nightstand there in this room as well. But I wanted to show you the windows. The toggle there is really easy to fasten, and then all of the zippers, just a one-handed zip. I mean, no problem at all. Another cool feature that this tent has is, even though the E-port is way over there, all of the corners of the room, you can run the cords in behind the walls, so you're not tripping over them. You can completely shut the rooms off, and you're not falling over the cords. Yes, and then this that bed is completely in that room right there, and it will zip up. It'll zip all the way up if you wanted it to. So overall, really cool. I want to take you around and show you the other door, right? The back door is just like the front door, but it doesn't come with the poles that hold the awning up, so you'd have to buy extra poles if you wanted to do that. And also, it doesn't come with the poles that make it sturdy in the awning. My only negative about, I guess my biggest negative about the tent is the doors. Because look, if you are wanting to close this, then your guy lines down there are just getting like dirty and wet. And so they have an option where you can untie it, but it's just kind of tedious. Also, because of the way that the door is made, when you're on the inside trying to get out after a rainstorm, you have to reach all the way down from the inside past this to the ground to pull this up. And then even then, if you have it Velcroed, it can be a little tricky. Not a huge deal, but it's a big deal to me. Also, I wanted to point out that both of the awnings are not connected to the fly. So the fly comes off, but you can still have the awning. So the fly, you have a front and back door with or without the rain fly. But this one also has the toggles that you can roll up to tuck it away if you want. Was there anything else we wanted to cover?
It is not a bathtub bottom.
Oh yeah, the bottom is not a bathtub bottom, but we don't have a tarp down because, again, we put it up the day that we got it in the mail, we were excited. And so we put it up out here in the yard, and then it rained that night. And we hadn't had any problems with the bottom at all, and that's without a tarp underneath it. And then also set up, took us a while the first time, but it had started raining. By the time we got it laid out in the yard, it started raining on us. So we were under pressure to get it put up pretty quickly. But I also wanted to add too that if you are short like me, this is probably, if you're not going to have somebody tall to help you, it's probably not the best choice, because I can't even reach the top of the tent to like roll the door up or anything, much less put the rain fly on. The other day I just basically, my husband got the fly in place and I just held it on one end while he rolled it across the top, because I'm just not nearly tall enough. And he is, if you want a lot of headroom, he is 6'4", and he has plenty of room in every room of the house, or the tent. Every room of the tent, he has plenty of headroom. So overall, we like it. The door is really a big snag for me personally, but I don't think it's necessarily like a flaw. I mean, the design is good. It keeps the bugs out and the rain and everything. I think it's just my personal preference. I don't like the door, but overall, a very good tent. We can't wait to like put an air conditioner in it and see how that works. Oh, one more thing before I go. The E-ports, I see one through the camera right now. The E-ports have Velcro, so it's not just open. So bugs and stuff cannot get through there. You run your cord up in there, and then you can Velcro all the way around your cord, so it's a nice tight seal. And we never once had any sort of leaking around our cords or anything yesterday. So anyway, we're going to try to, we just wanted to like make a video of it because we hadn't seen any of the larger model. Apparently the old model had these canopy doors but didn't have any netting in the middle. This one does have the netting. It's a good tent. We like it. It's really big. So I don't know if we're going to have any trouble like at campsites with it fitting on the campsite or not, but we'll see. Overall, we like it. So thanks.